Caps win 6-0 against the Buffalo Sabres, and you know what that means? It's a shutout! VITEK the check-in net's first career shutout, I might add, and the first shutout for the Caps this season. Oh man, what a game. After having some very stressful games leading up to this, it's good to have the Caps put one away with authority, with no questions about what's going to happen. The only question came down to, is it going to be a shutout or not? And the Caps were able to do it and put away with the big old goose egg for the Buffalo Sabres. Okay, but this one's gotta be quick because we gotta get right back to it tomorrow. We're going from the worst team in the league to the best team in the league. Okay, well, not quite the best team in the league. The best team right now, technically Florida is above the Islanders in standings, but as far as like their current streak and how they're playing right now, yeah, the Islanders are by far the best team in the league. Let's get rolling. First goal on the power play. Oshie is robbed twice on this power play in that bumper position. Second unit gets out there and Kuzi's like, hey, I'm just gonna fire it on net. And it goes in! I do think this deflected off the defender's stick. One view makes it look like it deflects and one view doesn't, but I'm gonna give Hutton the benefit of the doubt and I'm gonna say that's a deflection. Caps are up 1-0. And that was it for the first period, but the first period ended 13-2 shots on net, and this is a sign of what the Caps did well this entire game. They kept and limited all of Buffalo's chances to the outside. They were very, very good between the dots of clearing out the ice in that area. Any danger chances from the outside significantly drop when they're outside those two dots. And any chances that did get inside those two dots, VITEK was there to save the day. Second goal, wow, what a play by Oshie. He dodges a hit on the half board, dekes one guy, dekes another guy, gets it on net, Hutton makes the save, but guess what? All that work deking out those guys, Backstrom is all alone just chilling in front of the net. He smacks hold the rebound. Thanks, Osh. Third goal, great work by Orlov on this goal. He strips the puck in the neutral zone and carries it in himself. And because it's a turnover in the neutral zone, the Buffalo Sabres are caught puck washing. Orlov comes in and Panik is able to drift in on the off wing up high, just like Carlson last game. Orlov with a great pass, cross ice, low to high, and Panik lays every pound in his body into that shot. What a rocket. It flies past Hutton. The Caps are up 3-0. Char gets called for a double minor high stick, but it turns out it was just a high skate, and we play on. Thank God for video review. Fourth goal, great work by Jensen blocking a shot high in the zone, and that sends Sprong on a breakaway the other way. He's got it all day walking it in from the blue line to the goal, all by himself. He shoots that puck in stride a la Vrana that we've seen this season. And how about Daniel Sprong, man? He's had about 3 goals in 5 games. This dude is on fire. Second period ends and the Caps are now up 24-9 in shots, and they took the lead in the faceoff dot, getting up to 57%, and that's a big deal because Eller is not there, and Eller is our second best centerman at the faceoff dot, getting just about 55%. Ooh, and here comes the third period, and this was scary to start the third period. The Caps give up a 3-on-0 going towards VITEK, and the Buffalo Sabres blew it. Skinner takes the shot and it goes wide. It doesn't even hit the net. VITEK doesn't even have to make a save on that. And if that is not the perfect representation of how the Buffalo Sabres season is going right now, I don't know what else is. That's actually not the first lopsided odd man rush today for the Sabres. They had a 3-on-1 earlier in the game and they blew that one as well, not even getting a shot towards the net. That's a big deal. Take a team like Boston, for example. You have Marchand, Bergeron, and Pasta going at your goalie 3-on-0. They're not making a mistake about that. That's going in the back of your net. And that is a pure sign as to how bad this season is going for Buffalo. You almost feel bad for them. But we don't feel too bad because we still put up 2 more goals against them. Point shot from Schultz and it goes in. But after looking at the video, it's actually a deflection off of Hathaway, who is sitting right in front of Hutton. It deflects off his skate, it looks like, which is legal. You're not allowed to kick it in, but you can redirect it in off your skate. Ooh, and then Hall gets called for a hook, and this was bad. It's 5-0, and that is the lightest hook I think I've ever seen in my life. Come on, refs, you can't call that at that point in time. Maybe if it's a tied 1-1, 2-2 game and you're getting late into the third, you might call that. If it's been close the whole game, that's just, that was an unnecessary penalty. Shouldn't have been called even in a close game if you ask me. And I'm actually kind of glad the Caps don't convert on this power play because that's just insult to injury at that point. I mean, not like the game was going well for the Sabres in the first place up until that point, but you don't need that kind of a goal going in off of that kind of a call. It would just be excessive at that point. Speaking of excessive, you know what else is excessive? The amount of goals that Alexander Ovechkin has scored in his career. Ovechkin gets on the board from a great play off of Sheary, and that, folks, is number 717. History! And then it starts coming down to the wire, and there are some chances on net, some very good chances on net for the Sabres late in the third period that got me really nervous whether or not this shutout was going to stand. But the buzzer sounds, the clock hits 0, and VITEK gets his first career shutout, and man, was that overdue. This was just an insanely fun game to watch. So much happened in this game. Kuznetsov gets his 400th career point. Ovechkin gets his 717th goal, tying Phil Esposito for 6th all-time on the goal leader list. VITEK gets his first career shutout ever in the NHL, and Ovechkin gets his 1,299th point. He is now only 1 point away from 1,300. It's so many things happened in this one game, and it was a shutout. But we can't celebrate too long because we got to get right back to it tomorrow against the Islanders, and that is going to be a tough matchup. Hi, Barry. Stats for this game. The Caps outshot the Buffalo Sabres 30-23, which actually ended up being closer than the first two periods were telling. Caps win the faceoff dot, and that's always good to see, squeezing in there just under 56% to the Buffalo Sabres 44%. And wow, what a low-hitting game. Hits were 5-9 in favor of the Sabres, which I guess there was no reason to really make this an extremely physical game. It ended up being 6-0, but you don't really see that from the Caps too often. And neither team converted on the power play. The Buffalo Sabres on their 1 chance and the Caps on their 2 chances, even though the Kuznetsov goal was only about 3 seconds away from becoming a power play goal. Caps want to win tomorrow night against the Islanders. They have to buckle down. Still a few too many turnovers early on in that game, but what they need to continue is shutting down that play between the 2 dots, because the Islanders are going to be without a couple key players who like to mix things up, will you have it. And if the Caps can continue to keep that center of the ice clear and give Samsonov, who is probably going to end up starting that game, give Samsonov a chance to make clean saves, see the puck, and get the puck rebounds out, and not down the center, the Caps will come out with a win. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. Hey, if you like this video, smash that thumbs up button for me. It goes a long way towards helping the channel. And if you enjoyed your time here, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to see you come back. And as always, let's go Caps!